It's time for Doing It with Style. Sponsored in part by A.A. Casaro Plumbing and Construction.
All right, we kick off hour number 2 with Mr. John JPEG Styles, and it's time for this his weekly award of Doing It with Styles.
Okay. This week, this award has a special meaning to me personally.
Oh.
Because today is the 70th anniversary of the Battle of Iwo Jima. We remember the courage, commitment, and sacrifice of the brave Marines who hit the black sands and raised Old Glory upon Mount Suribachi. Semper Fidelis. So,
Semper Fi.
Doing it with Styles, the United States Marine Corps.
Absolutely terrific. Great job.
Yeah, they did good.
Great job.
They did good. Speaking of which,
thank you for listening to Doing It with Style. Sponsored in part by A.A. Casaro Plumbing and Construction and heard exclusively on Vegas Unwrapped.
okay. So, a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if you guys have noticed. I think you probably haven't because you haven't mentioned anything. A couple of weeks ago, I did a Doing It with Styles, and I ended up sending it off to the President of the United States.
Oh, yes.
And I've noticed that the last couple of days, there's been some guys hanging around my house in suits with some earpieces, and
I've been getting phone calls.
I was wondering if you guys any seen.
I've been getting phone calls like job referrals asking me about you. So I don't know if that's got anything to do with it.
Okay.
But I've noticed an uptick in my requests about you. So
okay. Yeah, I just.
Have you gotten anything?
You haven't seen any?
They don't give me any respect. I'm already wanted.
How about you, Bobcat?
I warned you about this when I told you the little story about my father when he was the head of the Phi Gamma Deltas, which is the Fijis, okay? And they all decided to have one wild party and called up the White House and wanted to invite the president to come to the party. Well, the next morning there was about six Secret Service agents knocking on the door, man.
Well,
I warned you.
Just keep an eye out.
Okay.
If you see anything suspicious.
How special.
I did put at the bottom of the email that I sent with the award included and a copy of the video from the show that please don't send the Secret Service. I'm harmless. So whether or not he believed it, we'll see. But just kind of, if you would, just keep your eyes out and
there you go.
See if you see anybody lurking around. So
just don't send them in my direction.
Don't send them in mine.
Yeah, really.
Great.
So if I disappear,
well, then we'll call Ryan to come in and videotape.
See, there you go.
Everybody's replaceable, even me. So
he's always got a plan B.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta. If Triple H didn't teach me nothing, you gotta always have a plan B. So,
yeah.
All right. Good job tonight with the Marines in Iwo Jima. God bless those guys and gals who served and protected us. And
that was some battle.
Yeah.
If you've seen recreations,
I have honest
stories
to God,
about
I have a bag of sand from Iwo Jima, the actual sand from the island.
Wow.
That was given to me a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right. Well, let's change it up a little bit. Let's go into some celebrity birthdays. We haven't done birthdays in a while. We'll have some fun with some birthdays, Mr. Cash. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
By the way, just a couple of belated birthdays. Last Friday was my niece's birthday, Miss Gavi, who has turned 12. That's where we're going back for the Bas Mitzvah in a couple of weeks.
A little early, isn't it, for 12?
That's the way it falls out for her.
How about that?
Yeah, she's the one that's named after my mother.
Seriously now,
Yeah.
I have a question. And,
Sure.
and I mean, I'm somewhat familiar with the Jewish faith.
Mm-hmm.
And you always see the things on TV or the comedy sketches or whatever about
Right.
the young boys in the bar mitzvah.
Right.
So what's with the girls?
Yeah.
I mean, why,
It's called a Bas Mitzvah.
Right.
Or a bat mitzvah.
Or a Bat Mitzvah, depending upon whether you're a Sephardic Jew or what's the other one?
Ashkenazi.
Yeah, Ashkenazi.
Ashkenazi.
So it all depends.
It's like Ishkabibble.
The difference really depends on what sect of Judaism with which you come from. In other words, in Orthodox, like I was brought up and like they are being brought up, she does not participate in the Sabbath services on Friday night or Saturday because it's strictly a men thing. So what my sister's doing for my niece actually is the Wednesday, whatever that Wednesday date is, the 4th or whatever it is, she will actually be participating in a service for a Jewish holiday that starts that night called Purim, which is the harvest holiday, basically.
Okay.
And then Saturday we'll be going to synagogue, and my dad and I and probably my brother will get honors during the service, and the other family members. Then after services, there's more food, and everybody gets a little celebration. And Sunday's the big party. So that's kind of what we're going on.
It's like for the young men, it's a rite of passage. Or
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Just for the girls.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
But you never see anything about that in the movies or anything
No,
like
because,
that?
because no matter what sect of Judaism you are, the boys' participation generally is the same on just about all levels.
Right.
For the girls, it depends if you're Hasidic, Orthodox, or whether you're Jews for Jesus. They're all going to be different.
Okay.
That's why.
Gotcha.
So
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, here we